All right. Another rant that nobody asked for, but here it is. This is what I'm doing in the market right now. This bull market is out of control. I started vending roughly around like the end of February of 2024. I think it's 2025. And when I started vending, I started with like $2,000 in inventory. It was a $500 Evolving Skies box, like a $600 Unbroken Bonds box, and like a bunch of slabs that I got back from PSA, and I got graced with like 75% in PSA 9s. Back then when I started, Gengar VMAX was like 120 bucks. A 10 was like 350. Nobody wanted it. Nobody wanted it. I couldn't move alt arts for the life of me. The market was dead. Granted, it was steady. I was still doing a show every week, especially in Jersey because we have so many shows going on. But, and I want you all to understand is that market can happen just like that. I can't snap, but just like that. The reason why I say this is because it's happened in the past. During the COVID boom of 2020, 2021, when Pokemon was on fire, just like it is right now, the hype may not be as crazy as it was back then, but it's still very, very similar. Back then, there was like non-hollow vintage PSA 10s selling for like thousands of dollars. Those cards today are worth 200 bucks. It's bizarre that so many people are buying in what they call a seller's market. Right now is a seller's market. Realistically speaking, what you should be doing is shifting your focus away from the slabs and singles that are getting bumped to the moon and maybe focus elsewhere. What am I personally doing? So I'll be very frank with you. Since I started, I've done a snowball effect. So that means I go to a card show with $2,000 in inventory when I started. At the end of that card show, I'm at 3K. And then the next one, I'm at 5K. And it's all just working for itself. It's none of my own personal finance. I don't want to stress about it. This was all about fun for me to start it. So my whole thing is I've snowballed to roughly about like 50K in inventory. And I've been going to the shows, I'm vending, the market is hot. I'm, flipping slabs, flipping singles. Like, I get it. It's fun. You're chasing that bag, whatever you want to call it. But I am very worried about the downturn that is likely to come. So right now I've been focusing and shifting a lot of my inventory, and I'm roughly about almost at $30,000 in sealed. I've been buying Fusion Strike. I've been buying Chilling Reign, Lost Origin. I have a couple Cosmic. Been buying Evolving Skies. Buying a lot of sealed. The reason is because at the end of the day, normally when these markets finally do trend down, sealed gets like 1%, 2% where it drops, but it's normally pretty steady. And then at the end of the day, when sealed, the harder it is to find, the more it goes up. I mean, look at Rudy from Alpha Investments. Look at Pokey Plumber. Shout out Nick. Sealed product only really appreciates in value. It's literally one of the safest bets there is. So in the meantime, to protect and what I'm calling up shoring my funds with sealed, I'm taking all this money that I've made thus far and putting it into sealed products so then it's protected. Because I remember seeing on Instagram people when all this boom has been happening, oh, look at the collector app. Look at, I'm up 200% this month or whatever, 300%, 500%. We're going to the moon. We're going to the moon. Stop. Stop right there. Okay? You're going to the moon right now. But unfortunately, the closer and closer you get, you're going to start to realize that an engine failed. You're in deep shit. You're probably going to fall back to earth. And I don't know if you're going to survive. And unfortunately, I feel like if you were into these cards when they were low and you're selling when they're high, congratulations. You have made money in Pokemon. All the praises to you. But right now, what I'm seeing a lot of, especially because I follow a lot of vendors, people still buying. And I'm talking like buying at 80, 85, 90%. And you can miss me with that. I'm not joining that craze because you're buying at these highs. So you're buying at these highs and you're trying to flip, but if you don't flip quick enough, and then if you're stuck with something, because who's really buying a slab at $600 when it was $150 for the longest? Like, for example, me, I'm a Gengar guy. I collect PSA 9 Gengars. I've wanted the Skyridge Gengar in a PSA 9, and I remember when it was like $1,600, and I regret not buying it. But I'm not going to buy it now when it's freaking $3,000. Like, that's ridiculous. I'm going to wait for it to regulate, go back down. I'm not going to say it's not going to be above 1,600. It might regulate and flatten out at 2,000. I don't know. Who's to know? But the market will come down. So what I'm saying is, these people that are buying in this market as a vendor, trying to make that quick flip, if you don't sell within a certain amount of time, and God forbid you don't have an Instagram, you don't have a YouTube, you're not moving stuff online, you're not going to shows every week like we are in New Jersey, if you get stuck with that and that market starts to trend down, you're either losing money, breaking even, hopefully, and you're really just like playing with fire. You're playing with the riskiest market there is in this time period. Like, I remember being at a show when the Moonbryon was $3,000, like 28, 29. And now I remember people bringing it up to me and going, oh, you know, you want to buy it, you want to buy it. And they're like, we take, you know, I want 80, 85. And I'm like, you can miss me with that bullshit because I know that this card should come down in price. It's a pop 15,000 and counting. It was, I remember when it was like $900, $1,000 for a PSA 10. So eventually it was going to come down. Lo and behold, a couple weeks went by, and it's right now, I think it's sitting around like 24, 23. So if I bought it at $28, $3,000 value and I paid 75 or 80%, I literally would be either breaking even or losing money. That's why you shouldn't be buying in this market. Great, you're going to sell. And I'm a hypocrite because I'm still going to be going to shows, but I'm just not going to be playing with as much money and inventory like I normally am. I'm shoring up my funds, putting it in the sealed. I think right now that's the best move. I've talked to Poke Plumber about it. He's like, yep, you're doing the right thing. I've talked to other people about it. Yep, you're doing the right thing. I guess I'm a sealed investor, bro. Shout out Dennis. You're right, I guess, in this time period. But with that being said, I kind of look at it as right now in the market, you have singles and slabs is your crypto. You're chasing the high. You're buying into fucking, I don't know, some Bitcoin. You're buying into some random meme coin like Hawktua coin or Trump coin or GoDaddy coin or I need a father coin. I don't know. You're buying into one of those and the market's going to shoot up, then it's going to drop down, and then it's going to shoot up again, drop down. Right now, I'm putting my stuff into the sealed, which is like the S&P 500. It gradually goes up over time, and it's a lot safer of an investment. And the reason why I'm doing that is because I've been vending for a year, and not to toot my own horn, but I've been busting my ass to get to where I'm at now. So for me, it was more so just like, okay, I see where things are going. This is great. It's going to the moon. But I know that from history, you know, in the past, these things come down. And sometimes as fast as it goes up is as fast as it can go down. So I don't want to get caught when it comes down, because when you're looking at your collector app and yeah, you're up 300%, that's great and all, but next thing you know, in the next couple weeks or month, I don't know when it's going to happen, you could be down 300%. And if you're buying at those highs and if you get stuck with that inventory, you are automatically losing money. And I just don't like that idea. I want to protect my funds. So I'm going to be only playing around with shows, probably with around like $10,000 to $15,000 in singles and slabs, just so I can consistently go to these shows since we have them so often in New Jersey. But that's what I'm doing right now. I know nobody cares about my opinion. I hope you guys actually watch this video. Like I said, I'm looking at a lot of different stuff right now. I'm looking at Fusion Strike. It's going to be $1,000 box for sure. I'm looking at Lost Origin. Going to be probably in the 700s eventually. Looking at Chilling Reign, very slept on, only like $300 right now. Silver Tempest, Brilliant Stars, Paldea Evolved. That's not coming. It's not coming back. Obsidian Flames, it's not coming back. They have too many new sets to reprint, and nobody wanted it when it was $120. It's not coming back, so buy it now. I don't think it's going to get any cheaper. But yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. I know you guys don't care, but I hope you enjoyed the video. Stay tuned because I am working on my next Vendor point of view video. It'll be dropping sometime this week, maybe the end of the week. The footage is from like December 7th, so that's a really good video to watch to see where the market was, what I'm selling these cards for, and then where they're at, like I think like a couple weeks later at that time period. And just the price changes are so drastic, it's insane. I sold like a Glaceon V-Star PSA 10 for like $80, and I'm pretty sure that card shut up at one point. It was like $200. Like, it's absolutely insane. But stay tuned for that video. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Bye, Sealed.